Hey there, welcome to day 2203 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, talking about action as part of the SOAP framework. Let's put that down. As part of the SOAP framework for the Let's Grow annual challenge, we're on step 3, which is analyzing alternatives, analyzing the options that we came up with yesterday, possible ways of filling the gap between where we are and where we want to be, and how do we decide? How do we pick what thing we're going to act on? So I share a tool. For each of the steps, I like to share a tool so we can get at least a dozen different tools in our toolbox for each of the different steps of this process. I do the same thing for the growing process, actually, that we'll be using in every month of this year as part of the annual challenge. I have a tool, and I share a tool because I have gotten so much value out of different tools and techniques and strategies and tips and things from people over the years. I want to make sure I'm sharing the ones that work really well for me. And I'm sharing some that I use but don't use often because I want to know and I want you to figure out which tools work best for you. Like I have an action tool that I like. It's called the urine analysis, which is a terrible name, but it stands for the 5 components that you look at when you're analyzing alternatives. And so I prefer that one, but there's a whole lot of other ways of doing it. One of the best things my dad taught me was, hey, if you got to make a decision and you have to do it fast, get a piece of paper, fold it in half, put a plus on one side, a minus on the other, and then list out all the reasons you should or shouldn't do something, or what the risks and benefits are what we did today. So we want to have a whole lot of tools in our toolbox, just like you got your toolbox in the garage, right? Or in your shed or barn or whatever you happen to have, or in your basement, where actually I've got my handy dandy pink toolbox right here by me in my office because I was fixing something. Whoa, that was true. We're having a little earthquake here in Wisconsin. We're not having much snow, so we might as well have an earthquake. So we have to have a lot of tools in our toolbox so that we have the right tool for the job, for the task at hand. Our topic for Supersize Your Business today is understanding and capitalizing on market trends. Why do we want to do that? Why is it important? How do we go about doing it? And I think my main point with that whole talk today was it's imperative that each and every one of us, not only in our business lives, but in our personal lives, learn to embrace change, learn to value and actually get excited about change, because just like death, it's inevitable. So we're going to have to deal with it all the time. So we might as well have a way that deals with it that works for us. Thus, the SOAP framework. The SOAP framework came out of the pandemic. I came up with it during the pandemic because early on in the year, I was like, all right, yeah, they're saying 2 weeks, but it's not feeling like a 2-week thing. When in my lifetime has the world ever shut down? 0 times. When have we ever seen anything like this? So I knew early on, and I was already doing challenges. It just made sense to me to do a 30+ day challenge every other month during 2020. And then I expanded that to 2021. And back in 2018, I started doing an annual challenge. So I did that throughout the pandemic. And then after 2021, in 2022, I let go of the every other month challenge because I was just doing it to keep moving during that crazy time where so much was up in the air and there was so much change going on, and just focused on my annual challenge and my Supersize Your Business group. And this SOAP framework to deal with challenges and changes came out of that pandemic and that time period. It's like one of the most valuable tools I use for myself now. And I've done it so many times. I've literally done it thousands and thousands of times in the last 5 years. And so it's installed in my subconscious, which is the purpose of the annual challenge. Doing one thing every day is to install different practices and beliefs and ways of thinking and acting just into our automatic daily activity so that we're moving toward what it is that we want automatically. So that is the SOAP framework helps us do that. Our growing process helps us do that. And so does everything else. Doing a little thing every day gives us incredible results. And so many people don't understand the power of that, right? So often we just go through the motions of our life and we do the things that we've always been doing, and we don't even realize where they're conflicting and they're holding us back in ways that we want to grow. All right, that's all I've got today. It's birthday for the next week. It's birthday week for 2 of my granddaughters. So they're born 6 days apart. So it's really, really fun. I realized that everything we order on Amazon isn't the best for 1 to 3-year-olds. These things are like little lethal sharp weapons. So I think they're super cute, but I definitely took them out of the little chef and baking kit that I got the 3-year-olds. The doctor kits were a little better than, and dress up outfits were better. It's such a fun age. I forget what a fun age it is. And my daughter was more like her brother, so she wasn't really into princesses and princess dresses. So it's really fun to have granddaughters. All right, if I can help you in any way, reach out, ask for anything you need, and I will do my best to either get you the answer you need or hook you up with someone that can absolutely positively get you what you need. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.